I got a product you should know about. Finna have LA County on fire, got the whole hood showing out. A new concept, peep the process. I'ma break it down and put it in proper context. Get a 7-foot map with your set on it. Red or blue, it don't matter, you can flex on it. Long Beach, Compton and Watts, LA, Inglewood, every single block. Might catch a view with your local barbershop. Hang it up at the crib and you getting props. Collector's item for the chosen few. Go ahead and buy you one for the culture like you supposed to do. If you new to the town, you need a good map. I got one better, get you a hood map. Guarantee you it's worth it. Hoodmapsllc.com for the purchase.
What's going on? It's your boy Juice Bundles, and this is the sound of hip hop. I know I've been away for a little bit, and the platform is still under construction. I'm just getting a lot of things together, but in the meantime, I had to touch on this topic. So I wanted to touch on today that Roe versus Wade reversal decision. I had to touch on it, and I just want to see what everybody thinks, especially, my women and men section of my platform. So first of all, I just want to read you guys, some facts about what this law, what the overturn of this law is gonna, basically put into effect and how it's basically gonna do so. So in turn, what this is gonna do is basically this is going to outlaw abortion, and they're trying to make this nationwide. This was a federal law that got overturned. And basically, they don't want anybody to do abortion. They're already putting mandatory minimums in this situation. For a lot of people that think this is a game, they even said certain Republican leaders are saying, oh, well, we don't think, they're basically thinking it's a joke that somebody's going to go to jail. They've already put mandatory minimum sentences for abortion. You know what I mean? I'm just giving you a little information on it before I, expound my point on it. So they're already going to do that. And now I just want to get into, and for one, I saw somewhere else that the law is saying that this doesn't matter about people who've been raped. You get what I'm saying? If you've been raped and you're pregnant, this doesn't matter. Like, you feel me? This does not matter. Abortion will still be a crime. You know what I mean? And I just want to I'm about to get into right now certain states of how they're already going about it. So this is what it says in Texas. But in Texas, anyone who performs, induces, or attempts an abortion where an unborn child dies as a result of the offense is guilty of a first-degree felony, punishable up to life in prison and up to a $10,000 fine under the state's trigger ban. You get what I'm saying? So we got Alabama. Anyone who performs an abortion, provides abortion pills, or aids, abets, or prescribes for the same faces up to 12 months in county jail or hard labor and a fine up to $1,000. I guess it's not that serious to people in Alabama, but Texas is I believe that's a Commonwealth state. So in South Carolina, a person who ends their pregnancy either with a pill or by other means faces up to 2 years in prison and a fine up to $1,000 under state law. So, it's not that bad, I guess in South Carolina, but watch this. Bills moving in some states go even further. Legislation in Louisiana that will classify abortions as homicides and extend legal personhood to fertilized eggs was voted out of committee on Wednesday. Homicide is punishable in the state by the death penalty or life without the possibility of parole. You know what I mean? This is another fact they're saying about, and that's just in Louisiana. This is another fact they're saying activists Medical groups and legal experts are also warning that such laws and punishes may extend beyond people who abort their pregnancies to charge against people who experience miscarriages and stillbirths, use drugs during pregnancy, use in vitro fertilization, use emergency contraceptive, or have in something device implanted. It start with an I. I ain't gonna lie to you. I want to say it's a intrauterine device implanted. You know what I mean? I don't know if it says that exactly, but you know what I mean? It's getting real. And I'm gonna just show you some other states and then we're gonna talk about it a little bit. Now look at this. Even when laws don't explicitly call for criminal charges against patients or providers, some local prosecutors are taking matters into their own hands. People have been arrested and jailed for ending a pregnancy in the states as diverse as California, Texas, Georgia, and Indiana. A trend legal groups expect to increase exponentially if the Supreme Court adopts the opinion. And check this out. And while some states such as Idaho, Missouri, and Kentucky have legal language saying people who get an abortion can't be charged, those patients could be forced to testify against their doctor or romantic partner who helped them access the procedure. Wow. So the people around you, like the baby father or the husband, you know what I mean, could be charged, or the doctor, not even the patient in this example. It says, even if a bill does not allow public people to be charged directly, we're concerned about the ways increased surveillance could lead people being criminalized for abortions or another kind of pregnancy. I'm going to read this last part and expound on this. Even if a bill doesn't allow people to be charged directly, we're concerned about the ways increased surveillance could lead to people being criminalized for an abortion or another kind of pregnancy. Farah Diaz-Tello, the senior counsel and legal director of the group If, When, How, told Political, these bills create an environment where a person's private health information, their effect and demeanor, and whether they are sufficiently distraught could all become evidence in a case against someone else. They could still be treated as a suspect. So, now that you heard that, I really would like to know in the comments what you think about it. I know what I think about it. I'm going to tell you right now. So, what I think about it is, I mean, I don't know if you guys can see everything that's happening in the world. It's talking about hunger strikes. They're talking about a lot of things. A lot of this stuff is biblical. You get what I'm saying? And I think now it's crazy because I am not for abortion. But what I think is happening right here, right now, this is just my opinion. I don't know what's going on. I don't, you know what I mean? I have no inside connections. What I personally think is this is population control. And what's going to end up happening is, you know what I mean, the law, even like what they're saying that you couldn't get this procedure. They let this go on for this long, but you couldn't get this procedure even if you were raped. You know what I mean? That's what part of it was saying. And I think they're going to do certain things because of extremities. They're trying to, you know, be extreme with this so that they could start moving in and doing everything they need to do to what they need to do, if you get what I'm saying. So a lot of people will say, I'm tripping because if you can't get an abortion, how is that population control? Well, what I suspect, and remember, you guys are going to hear it first from me. I don't know if anybody else said it. I'm saying it on my own. Something is going to come out. You feel me? And this is another way to make a lot of money. Something is coming out to where, you heard it first from me, something is coming out to where, you know how everybody, you could go get the day after pill and all that. That's why it's saying that them pills, they could be crimes. You get what I'm saying? Them pills, you could use that stuff would be crimes. But you know what? We're going to build something. We're going to let this process, see how many people get in trouble for it, and then we're going to build some type of situation to where if you take this shot or if you do this or if you do that, you won't get pregnant. And I bet you it could possibly or more than likely make you sterile to the point to where you're not going to be able to, reproduce. And I bet you it's going to be put out there, but people are going to be so obsessed with the thought of, I just want raw sex, that they're going to go for it. And this is going to be how they control the population. This is just my opinion. I'm just saying what I think. You know what I mean? But I have something else on the Kevin Samuel side of things, because a lot of women, they make excuses. They say men run everything and men do this and men do that. And, we are faulted for a lot of things, as my uncle would say. I think he would say, I don't know, because I don't even know him personally. You know what I mean? He's just my uncle from that side of things, in my opinion. So this would be you guys' time to shine. You feel me? Because a lot of women will probably think like, oh, dang, this is bad. I can't get an abortion. This is your time to shine. This is your time to really, especially as far as this component, to like gain some control with men, especially as far as your seed goes. You know what I mean? This is another way to gain some control, because you guys love control. This is another way to gain some control. And this is another way to where, you guys always say that men run things and men are in the positions to make things right. So for the women who don't want this law or who don't like this, all you have to do, because you don't want to go to jail, so if you don't want to go to jail, all you have to do is be a good woman, pick the right person, stick to one man, and this will not affect our country. This will not affect our country. If women just go out there and say, I could really get jail time for this now. They talking about I can't even get the day after pill now. That's the type of stuff they putting into it. It wasn't in every state, but I bet you heard me mention it. So I could go to jail. I could get life in prison. I could get up to a year. I could get 2 years, and I could get fines. You feel me? And for the conscious people out there, or the conscious women, they're gonna say, oh, and they trying to control population. The way to disrupt all these people's plans is all in your hands. You feel me? Because because like I said, this is what I predict them to do. If nobody takes this thing, if nobody takes this shot or whatever they come up to build, if nobody takes it, or the women don't take it, and they just become good women, choose wisely for a mate for marriage, not for one night stands, not for hot girl summers. And I ain't knocking everything. I'm just trying to speak, on the godly side of things, as well as the together side of things against something that I believe that's coming that's evil. So it's all in you guys' hands. Pick the right men for marriage, and you won't have to worry about abortions. And it's still contraceptive out there too. You feel me? It ain't like they said that you can't use condoms. You get what I'm saying? That might be taken away a little bit later too, I might think too. But for now, that's not off the table. But even still, if you just stick to one man, because condoms bust, you stick to one man, you guys have a family, build together, picking the man for marriage, picking the man that is going to be your partner and be your leader for you and your family through the rest of life. If you pick that and nothing but that, and if you raise your daughters to pick that and nothing but that, and we get together, no matter, it's the sound of hip hop, so it's the black culture, but just saying for all races, to stop what's going on. If you guys pick that and you pick that way of life, I'm telling you right now, this will have no effect on us. I don't think I don't think the women are going to listen, because, you know, women are going to do what they want to do. This is just my opinion. I'm not saying that you are, but I'm just saying that right there is the way. You start picking wisely. You start picking for marriage. You start, being smart to see what's going on around you, to see the environment that's going on around you. Pick the right men, get married, have kids, build a life, because I don't know if you notice, anything outside of that could get you in real trouble now. You feel me? If you didn't notice, anything outside of that could possibly get you in real trouble. Being reckless sexually could get you in real trouble. And if we don't want this to affect us and affect our society and affect our country as we know it for the population control, or what, I'm not saying that that's what it is. I'm saying that that's what I believe. But for whatever they got for us, if you were to do that, all I'm saying is that their plan or whatever they're trying to do will be of no effect. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? And I just had to give that and put that on, I had to get at the Unc real quick, because I believe that that's a message that he would have gave to some of our women. Get what I'm saying? Especially our women. So let me know if you think I'm tripping. Hit that like button, hit that comment section, man. I just want to know what y'all think. You know what I mean? And that's what I personally think. Women, y'all say y'all want something. Y'all say y'all want a good role in society. Right now, they putting it in your hands. They putting it in y'all hands right now for our country to not mess up. Because they putting a stumbling block there, but they putting it there for y'all. So y'all want this big role. Y'all want to be these queens of society. This is the time to make the queen moves right here. And that's all it is. It's your boy Juice Bundles. It's the sound of hip hop. Hit that comment section, hit that like button, and please share the video. You know what I mean? And please subscribe to the channel. You see all the information out there. We out of here.